we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Commodores will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. So the Auburn Tigers offense will take the field first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man. He is the guy. He is priority number 1.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Kane. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered.
There he goes. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. Auburn going to work with another 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
He leaves it with his back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Looking for a deep man. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll try the right side. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Holds it in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll run it on first and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. It's third and goal and third and long. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Leaves it with the running back. Gives him a little breathing room. Picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Bringing the heat. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Going right to work up top. Looking deep down the right side. It's a good stride inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
A first down run in the red zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Now on second down. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure coming. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. To the air, it's Wilkins. He's got the back in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks forward.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
He's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. It's Washington. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet, it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Buys a little time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll go to the ground. He's in open space downfield. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page.
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Commodores look to keep this drive humming. Gives it on the option. He breaks a tackle. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
The give is to Williams. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. Plucks it out of the air. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just put it on the line, it's really nice to have.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Got his man quickly. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. That'll pull them back to within 6. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give on the inside. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Tigers! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. You want to talk about big-time throws. This dude has a missile launcher attached to his shoulder.
And he fired that missile in the perfect area. But how about the receiver? You got to go up and make a play, too. Catch the ball with everybody around you. You know where the ball's going, and he's still able to come down with it. What a play.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the 2nd half as Auburn about to kick it off. And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play. And the big
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Catch in the middle, it's Washington. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Commodores can really attack on this second and short. They'll give it to the back. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. Under fire. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Fires downfield. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. Can't get him to the ground. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a roll.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Off the play fake. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's golden. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Davidson. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping ends in the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Lost to throw again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Henderson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. And it'll be down right there.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pocket breaking down. The offense back on top of it. That's going to be a safety, but trust me, that could have been much, much worse.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Caught over the middle. It's Kane. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Auburn. And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas A&M is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice this week. They're up by 23 over Missouri. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming in the game, you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
The Commodores line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So here comes the Auburn offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Carter. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Caught close to the marker. It's Davidson. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. A first down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. This defense will not let them run the ball in the end zone, at least not on the last 2 plays. What do they have on third and goal? Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Yeah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit him right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase.